Hey guys, this is Barbertown and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Now I'm trying to be a little bit more quieter than I normally would because I'm making this video at like 6 AM and I've got family asleep upstairs. But Raditz Celebration has dropped, there's a new Super Battle Road out on Global and I just had to make this video while I had a little bit of time to myself and I thought, yeah, jumping on slobs, let's get this video made. But yeah, Raditz Celebration is here. If you've done your discount summons, then I hope that you've absolutely smashed it. I saw one of my close friends, Paragon Till Death, got Zeno animation and got a treble featured. Love to see that. Let me know how your summons went in the comments or whether you've just skipped it entirely. But yeah, we'll get into the video. So we're going into Power Absorption Super Battle Road today. From what I've heard from people, it's not too hard of a stage, but this will be like my first time trying to run it. In terms of a team build, ultimately this is what I've gone for. It's a bit of a mismatched team. It's hard because I don't have things like the AGL cell, which I'm still really salty about because I really wanted that unit. But yeah, this is the team that we're going to run with. I'd like to think it's going to be okay. I can see that Omega's a bit of maybe a right wing throw in there, but Omega is a really good unit and he's going to be nerfing the enemies naturally just by coming onto rotation. In terms of items, I've gone for the bog standard Whis, Icarus, Android 8 and Princess Snake, so we've got a good mix of healing and damage reduction and defense. Let's go and jump in. I won't worry about support memory at this point. If we struggle, then I've got the fallback option of adding a support memory if we need it. Really importantly, I have jumped in with the STR banner cell. He does get buffs when there's Android or Cell Saga enemies, which we do have in 2 of the fights here. And then he does have a high chance of stunning the rotation. The enemy rotation when there's an Android enemy, which we have in part 2 of the fight as well. In terms of who I want to put where, though, I'm probably going to go ahead and do this. Just because I want to keep STR cell on rotation, because we do have Cell Saga enemies here. Otherwise, we're just going to go blasting. I'm not too bothered about a no-item run initially. Just because I don't know the strength of these enemies, it's probably going to be quite easy because I'm compared to like red zone difficulties, but SPR might not be as hard. But yeah, we'll have a look. I'll throw down the Icarus. I'll probably come back and try and do a no-item run, depending on how hard we think it is. But yeah, for now, for this run, I'm not too fussed about using items. We didn't take very much there, but although we've got an Icarus pop there against an Android 17 with type advantage who's further reducing damage, so it's hard to judge much from that. Double digits there from type disadvantage, yeah. So I think this is a lot easier than I had it in my head. Again, I'm thinking like AGL Broly Red Zone level difficulty, but Super Battle Road's not all that. It's not as bad as that. Although we did just take nearly 300k, but we're getting some heals. We're getting some heals. Where are we looking? So we've gotten Goku dead. Let's go here. So Boo Piccolo, I'm not too worried about because he will be. He does have dodge chance, so by putting him into that slot where he's got a couple more attacks being faced, he's got type advantage against one of them. And he's got a dodge chance for everything else. So I'm not overly worried, I say, before he goes and gets super for like 400k damage. We just Yamcha. One shot, and Yamcha's like, good night, baby. That works our advantage, though. It's less attacks to worry about. We can start focusing on Vegeta. Again, we've got Omega Shenron to rotation here as well. He is nerfing the enemies just 20% defense and attack just by being here in slot 3. If we can get some supers into him as well, you're probably not going to see the best of Shenron here. He does need maybe 3 or 4 turns just to build up his 70% passive, but he's still going to have a role on this team. Annoyingly, I was looking to see if I could get Sin Shenron on here, but I didn't realise he wasn't on Power Absorption, even though he absorbs the Dragon Balls. But then I suppose Sin hasn't absorbed them, and Omega has. So I suppose it does make sense in its own way. Alright, Super 17's passive should be reasonably built up now, his natural damage reduction, just because he got attacked like 5-6 times in the first term. Right, we're just going to go blasting on Vegeta. So I'm pretty sure Vegeta is dead here. Yeah, depending on how we do with additionals, we might be able to get a good chunk out of Piccolo as well. How much is that doing? Oh yeah, Vegeta's dead. And we can have type advantage going into the fight against Piccolo as well. So I'm expecting some decent damage here. Cell Gallic Gun, I still can't get used to that. Yeah, Piccolo's dead. Luckily, this cell, where he's against Android Cell Saga enemies, he's got, I think it's like an extra 18% chance to crit and 18% damage reduction as well. So he's really going to make a difference for us in these first two fights. Really key to bring him. You have to be careful of him a little bit in the last fights where there's no Android Cell Saga enemies, but you are going to have type advantage against the Gotenks in that final stage. So yeah, we'll see how things run. So I'm just going to look here. I think I will go with a Whis here, again, just to be safe. We've got decent defense. We do have dodge chance. Is it medium or high? I think it's medium. Medium chance, but I'll still take 1 in 3 chance pretty much. Let's jump in and go blasting. Yeah, we'll do this. And then we'll flip back and we'll go blasting here as well. It's hard because I want to focus on one enemy. I've got type advantage against different enemies, and we got a dodged super. So that, yeah, again, that's the medium chance, 30% chance of coming into effect. And we've dodged another super. Dodge, 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 dodge. It's not as good as a 3 dodge one. Oh, we've stunned 17. I suppose that's not going to make too much of a difference anyway to us because he's already done his super. I don't think we've got too much to be scared of from normals. Oh wow, so we've just done big damage to Android 18 in like one go there. We're going to have STR Cell coming onto rotation next turn, which is going to actually be really interesting to see whether I can get like the enemy rotation stunned. I think we've got like a high chance of doing that. So 18's going to be dead this turn, let's face it. Is the rotation stunned? No. Still 17 though, which is definitely a plus. We'll definitely take that. Right, so where are we going blasting? We'll go blasting here. So Omega should comfortably be able to take out 18 at this point. He's going to do, say, maybe a 3 million attack stat. He's going to have his medium chance of doing an additional super. Not to mention just a reasonably strong unit. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be able to take out Android 18 on his own. Bear in mind, again, where we've got that Omega on rotation, he is nerfing the enemy by 20% attack and defense. So, should be quite cushy. Yeah. There was a small second there where I was like, oh no, she's going to hang on by like a slither of health, and I'm going to look like a fool. Alright, let's go blasting. So I know that I'm not doing the best thing in terms of the Boo tanks because you can't link them together, but I want Boo Piccolo taking those attacks. If Android 17 does happen to super Boo Piccolo, or Boo tanks rather, if he does happen to super Boo tanks with type disadvantage, I reckon we take some decent damage. But again, we've got stun chance there in slot 1 now, we would have had dodge chance, so I think that was the right call to make. And now we let Bootanks go blasting. I'm not sure if he kills without getting any crits or anything done. Just because, again, type disadvantage just makes such a difference. Both in, if you're attacking and you have type disadvantage, you're doing a lot less damage. But if you're getting attacked with type disadvantage, you take so much more. It is definitely so much more noticeable in like the red zone events. Yeah, so I didn't expect to go killing there. But Android... Super 17 should be able to go blasting here, but if not, we do have the cells. Again, really not struggling too much here, guys. Yeah, I definitely went into this with like a different difficulty threshold in my head. I thought we'd be struggling, but that really hasn't been too much of the case here anyway. That should be GG. There we go, into the final fight, baby! From what I read, I think this is Ultimate Gohan and Bootanks. Bootanks, again, Can't get my characters right. And Gotenks. Again, this scares me a little bit. I'm gonna go for the Whis, I think. And if anything, I'll pop an Android 8 as well. Like, I've used items here anyway. There is no harm, but there's no difference really between using one item and using, like, all of them. So I'd rather just make sure we clear it, make sure that we're good. We'll go for the stun on Ultimate Gohan, and then maybe just focus on Gotenks if we can. Again, where we've got Omega on rotation here, he is nerfing everyone. So we'll take that as well. Yeah, we'll just throw everything that we have into Gotenks. And yes, just see if we can go blasting. If we can get a stun here on Ultimate Gohan, that would be really big. No stun. But we are getting supered, so can we get the dodge again? No. But we took, what was it, 330k damage there. That was with a Whis and an Android 8 active. So again, guys, with Super Battle Road, they can still catch you, so be wary. Don't be afraid to use items. Like, if you've got them in the bank, get those items out. What are you holding on to them for? Unless you're going for the no item run, of course. Halfway into Gotenks already. We'll take that. Omega's going to do some decent damage here, again, especially if we get an additional something like that. No additional super, but not the end of the world. We'll heal up. Bear in mind we've got turn 2 of the Android 8 and the Whis this turn. I'll probably throw on a Princess Snake as well. So realistically, guys, we are not taking any damage this turn. I'm going to probably float off STR Cell now. He's done his work for us, but where we're not against Android Saga enemies, I don't want him to get caught, even though at this point, I probably don't have to worry too much about that. Alright, let's go blasting. Oh, we've got a Dokkan attack as well. Perfect. So, I don't think we've had a chance to build up Super 17, so this isn't going to be the most impressive Dokkan attack. Worst case scenario, it is still going to pretty much give us a full heal for next turn, because I can't see us taking much damage. We're definitely not going to do too much against Ultimate Gohan here with an AGL type like Dokkan attack, but yeah, you can see our attacks out there, 1.4 million, something stupid like that. Incredibly low, but yeah, I'd rather have Super 17 in that slot. This shouldn't do much. Yeah, so even though we're receiving that as a type disadvantage super, we've got like 3 items active at the moment. Like we just didn't have to worry, so we would take those. And yeah, surprisingly doing a lot more damage to Gohan. I didn't think he would be as squishy, but again, I think it's just where this is Super Battle Road. And I'm expecting like extreme Super Battle Road or red zone difficulty. Like that's what I'm used to now. These guys are exceptionally squishy. Like, yeah, I've had to use a couple of items, but I haven't really felt under pressure during this run. I haven't thought that I was in imminent danger of death. Yeah, we'll bring Cell onto rotation here as well. He can just go blasting. If anything, I would be surprised if Gohan makes it through this turn. I would have thought this would be GG's at this point. Only 2.15, so he might live on. I thought Cell was going to do a little bit higher, especially where we had a couple of links there. He got the crit though. Nah. Looking at it, Bootanks is gonna smash. 4.1. This turn will be GG, and we'll get him out of it. Yeah, double super. GG, bro. GG. Get it out of here. Yeah, guys, so that's Power Absorption Super Battle Road. As you can see, we haven't really struggled too much there. If you are still watching at this point, it would mean the world if you did like and sub. It really helps me out as a content creator. Lets me know that you guys like the video as well. But yeah, Power Absorption there. Bit of a wonky team. If you've got AGL Cell, it makes it probably a lot easier for you. But yeah, as I said, I didn't struggle too much there. I'm sure you guys will be absolutely fine. Let me know your team builds in the comments as well. How did you guys beat this stage? How did you find it difficulty-wise? But otherwise, guys, catch you in the next video and just have an amazing day. Bye, guys.